watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And good afternoon. I'm Elisa Gale. We begin now with the forecast with that chance for some snow coming our way.
That's right. Our region right now, and Lisa is on standby. We've got DC getting ready to send out its snow team tomorrow. And tonight, they are actually going to start pre-treating emergency snow routes and those bridges.
And in just a few minutes, we'll tell you how Montgomery County is preparing as well. But first, let's turn over to meteorologist Damon Matson now, who's tracking the timing of all of this. Damon, what can we expect?
Oh, I can just say this, Annalisa and Mark, 2025 off to a fast start weather-wise as we are dealing with one Clipper system tomorrow, and then over the weekend we'll be gearing up for potentially another. Now, first and foremost, it still has been a blustery, chilly day out there today. No storm systems yet, but these winds have remained elevated. Gusts around 25, even 30 miles per hour. Those have been common throughout the afternoon, and with temperatures continuing to tumble since we turned over into the new year, that has led to a wind chill that is in the 20s and 30s. The actual air temperature on the thermometer, it's up toward the lower 40s around the district and into Northern Virginia, but it feels colder than that because of the wind. So as we head throughout this evening, we will continue to see those chillier temperatures, feel a bit of that wind chill until the winds calm down later on tonight. But still, temperatures will be dropping down to cold levels back toward the 20s overnight tonight. And that leads into what is going to roll in tomorrow. Look at this. We have winter weather alerts here in the purple. Winter weather advisories for Howard, Carroll, Frederick counties and out toward the mountains, Allegheny Mineral counties, and in the pink there, winter storm warning in effect for Garrett County, Maryland, as we gear up for this Clipper system that will bring some rain and snow showers across the DMV. So we'll talk about the timing, potential impacts with that system tomorrow, and then we'll also talk about the incoming system for early next week in a full look at your forecast here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. And developing now, Bourbon Street is now back open to the public after the New Year's morning truck attack in New Orleans.
And right now, memorials are growing at the scene. We're told that I'm sorry, Annalisa, please.
The suspect who drove a pickup truck into the crowd killed 14 people and was a U.S. Army veteran. The FBI now believes he has acted alone. That attack is being investigated as an act of terrorism inspired by ISIS. Also, that attack has people and law enforcement in our area on alert this morning.
This morning, U.S. Capitol Police say that a driver was arrested and charged with reckless driving after driving on grass and sidewalks on Capitol grounds. Police deemed that driver not to be a threat, but several upcoming events, including the inauguration, is raising concerns.
Yeah, DC News Now's Randy Bass joining us live outside the U.S. Capitol with more on this. Randy, what are you learning?
Yes, law enforcement agencies across the district already had plans to ramp up security and enforcement in the coming days and weeks. But today, U.S. Capitol Police tell us you can expect to see more officers in and around the Capitol grounds. U.S. Capitol Police officers responding in full force after police say a telecommunications worker in the area drove up onto the grass and sidewalks around the Capitol. Police here on high alert after that deadly truck ramming attack in New Orleans just yesterday. Capitol Police say the driver was not a threat and the car was cleared by the bomb squad. The driver now facing reckless driving charges, now identified as 26-year-old Hari Chinamalu of Georgia. U.S. Capitol Police, Metro Transit Police, and D.C. Police all saying they're in an enhanced security posture. With Congress returning tomorrow, the election certification on January 6th, Jimmy Carter's funeral, and a second Trump inauguration, all coming up this month.
No, I've been here a while, so this stuff doesn't really bother me too much.
People we talked to are noticing additional security measures like heavy fencing and more officers out and about.
To me, it's a little depressing to see all this in the nation's capital. I guess with the recent events, it might be warranted.
And officers across the city are asking everybody to stay vigilant over the coming weeks with those major events on the schedule, asking anybody that sees something that may not be right to report it right away. Though we are anticipating an additional briefing tomorrow from D.C. police and D.C. city leaders just to give us an update on where things stand security-wise heading into some of these big events. On Capitol Hill, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
All right, Randy, thank you. Well, top law enforcement officials are briefing President Joe Biden and Congress on two deadly New Year's Day attacks, one in New Orleans, the other at President-elect Donald Trump's hotel in Las Vegas.
Yeah, Washington correspondent Jesse Turner has the latest now from federal government officials there.
New Orleans is a city of tremendous spirit. You can't keep it down.
President Joe Biden is trying to heal a grieving nation after the FBI says a U.S. Army veteran killed at least 14 people and injured dozens of others when he drove a pickup truck into a Bourbon Street crowd early New Year's Day.
This was an act of terrorism. It was premeditated and an evil act.
The FBI says the driver, a U.S. citizen from Texas, acted alone, reversing its position from a day earlier. But the agency says it's sure of his motive.
He was 100% inspired by ISIS.
Police killed the driver during a shootout and also found guns and explosive devices in the area. The FBI briefed lawmakers, including New York Congressman Nick LaLota, on the investigation this morning.
This incident is very fresh.
Just hours after the New Orleans attack, a Tesla Cybertruck exploded outside President-elect Donald Trump's Las Vegas hotel. Officials say the blast killed a suspect, also a U.S. Army veteran, inside the truck and injured others nearby.
Not all of our questions are going to be answered in the first couple of days.
But at the briefing, LaLota says the FBI confirmed this about the two New Year's events.
So far, there's no evidence that they are connected.
And we will have more on that Cybertruck explosion in just a few minutes. In the meantime, be sure to stay with DC News Now as we continue to follow this developing story. You can always check out our website at dcnewsnow.com for the latest.
And in the district this afternoon, several D.C. council members were sworn in today. That includes Ward 8 Councilman Trayon White. He apologized to D.C. residents during the ceremony there. White is facing federal bribery charges. He's also facing expulsion from the council.
Apologize to my city, and I love my city to the core of who I am. I'm not a perfect man, but if you get to know me, you know that I'm a good man.
A date has not been set just yet for a final vote for White's possible expulsion. White's bribery trial is expected to start January 2026.
Well, Lisa, library in Montgomery County is getting a makeover. Damascus Library will close for renovations for almost 2 years. Starting February 1st, and upgrades will include new flooring, a paint job, and new furniture. And there will also be new study spaces and a new customer service desk, plus new all-gender bathrooms. The library is slated to reopen in the fall of 2026.
And in our schools now, a heads up, parents, students will no longer be able to wear their smartwatches in schools in Alexandria.
Yeah, Alexander City Public Schools is now banning them after recently banning cell phones and tablets.
DC News Now's Liberty Simmons joining us live now. She spoke to parents about this new policy. And Liberty, how are they feeling about this?
Well, starting on Monday, students returning from winter break will no longer be able to use this. Yes, their smartwatches, in addition to their cell phones, even in between classes. Cell phones were already banned at Alexandria City Public Schools, but the school board voted last month to expand the ban to smartwatches.
I think it's stupid if they don't do it. The smartwatch does a lot of the same thing as the cell phones.
This comes after Governor Glenn Youngkin's executive order establishing cell phone-free schools by the new year. It's part of an effort to improve education and remove distractions.
I think that if there's one distraction that's going to stop someone and it gets taken away, they're going to find something else to do. I think it's just going to cause kids to get more creative or just to stop coming to class, which is already an issue.
But some worry about getting a hold of students during emergencies.
As a parent or even as loved ones, it's going to be really hard to get in touch with people if anything was to happen. So I don't necessarily think it should be banned, but I do think there should be some sort of regulation or some sort of, accountability to make sure the students are actually paying attention.
While some parents didn't have a problem with students having their cell phones or smartwatches.
They're probably a distraction, but I mean, they're in high school, the kids are kind of old, so they should be able to control that.
Are subject to possible suspension or expulsion according to the policy. For now in Alexandria, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.
Liberty, thank you. Also in Virginia now, many Amazon HQ2 employees are returning to the office in person 5 days a week starting today. CEO Andy Jassy announcing the move back in September, as well as assigned desk arrangements for employees at HQ2 in Arlington. He says the expectation is that people will be in the office for 5 days outside of extenuating circumstances. Leaders in the region telling DC News Now that they are ready for the change, and many businesses are looking forward to the increased foot traffic.
We've been investing significantly. We have a $4 billion pipeline in transportation and multimodal investments in our area, which is going to make it easy for people to take transit to work as an option and alternative to driving.
A remote work exception will still continue for some employees if approved through a team leader.
Well, some good news as we continue into the new year. The DC Humane Rescue Alliance says that it reached its goal of finding 100 shelter dogs forever homes. HRA was forced to move some dogs to a new, smaller facility after their contract to oversee animal care and control services for the district expired. They previously had 200 dogs in the shelter, but yesterday they closed with just 69 dogs left, and the staff gathered to celebrate reaching its goal.
It's huge. We have spent the last several years just being constantly overrun, having more dogs than we could care for. Our staff and volunteers working all the time to try to take care of them. And the last week has just been like running to the finish line.
HRA says this now gives them time to coordinate transfers because some dogs will return from foster care and may still need to find a home.